How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Fred Waring. Our sponsor brings to you the first of a new series, Alarm. Alarm is designed not only to pay tribute to the gallant and heroic men who form the fire departments of our nation, but to impress upon you, the citizen, that the staggering loss of property and life by fire can be prevented. Let's begin by introducing to you a gentleman who will never forget the night of November 28, 1942. He's the chief of the fire department in Boston, Massachusetts, Edward Montgomery. Chief, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Waring.
Chief, over the years, you and your fine department have rendered a magnificent service to your fellow citizens in Boston. The sponsors of Alarm recognize this service and give me the privilege of presenting to you as a lasting memorial this plaque.
I'm deeply grateful, Mr. Waring, and I accept this with sincere appreciation on behalf of the members of my department.
Well, you're most welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
In just a minute, you'll see a dramatic presentation of the Cocoanut Grove fire, after a word from our sponsor. It was a gay evening at the Cocoanut Grove. The place was crowded, overcrowded. People from all walks of life. People seeking a momentary escape from the tension of wartime. Over 1,000 packed into a space intended for less than 500. Stuart Manning, the former stage star, was in the Grove that night. Manning had suddenly found himself blessed with a second chance, a new life, a new career.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man who jumps from Boston to Hollywood in one giant step, our new star, Stuart Manning.
Thank you, Sammy. Thank you very much.
He was celebrating that second chance, celebrating his return to the theater after several years of idleness. It was arranged by his agent, Sammy Fox, and began the night before in Fox's hotel suite.
Opening night. They kill me. Can't sleep for a week before and a week after.
The critics will put us out of our misery any minute now.
Critics? What are critics? Like I told you, you're in. You're back in business.
And what are you sitting up for? Why don't you go to bed?
Before I see the reviews, you out of your mind?
Maybe.
How about some more coffee?
No, thanks. We must have had a gallon already.
Yeah, me too.
A couple of years ago, I'd have had a few drinks under my belt.
Kind of proud of yourself, huh? Found out you could take it or leave it alone.
I found out I could leave it alone.
Oh, there you are. Here. Oh, no.
Bad?
Holy Toledo. Listen to this. Last night at the Fine Arts Theater, an almost forgotten man was reborn into the world of the theater. Stuart Manning delivered a performance of such magnitude that he electrified a first-night audience and assumed again the mantle of greatness.
A forgotten man was reborn.
They're all alike. They're rave. Oh, I knew you'd do it. I knew you'd kill him. I just had to find the right spot for you.
I won't let you down this time.
I'm sure you won't. A lot of guys will learn the hard way. Oh, this is only the beginning. The new Stuart Manning. I'm going to give you the real treatment. And don't forget, I'm the guy that didn't think you were washed up.
I won't forget, Sammy.
I'll start it off tomorrow night with a real spread. I'll throw a little party for you at the Cocoanut Grove. How about that?
Mr. Martin Collins and his wife Sheila had become engaged 10 years ago this very night. But theirs was not an anniversary celebration. Only a few hours before, they were in the chambers of a judge of a divorce court.
I don't want a divorce.
And how about you, Mrs. Collins? Can you honestly say that you want a divorce?
I can't see any other solution to our problem.
There's no doubt in your mind? You don't seem very positive.
I just want to get this awful thing over with.
A decision of this nature is much too important to be made in haste.
My lawyer and I have been over this many times.
Sometimes it's better for a woman to listen to her heart rather than her lawyer. Oh, excuse me. Yes? I think so. Yes, I'll step out. Will you excuse me for a few moments?
Please, Martin, don't.
Sheila, what happened to us?
It's all in the past now.
I'm thinking of the past. It's not so long ago that I've forgotten it. Sheila, we had everything. We were everything to each other.
Martin, why do you refuse to accept the fact that it's too late? I never should have come here at all.
Will you give us another chance?
I can't. I couldn't go through it again.
I realize how I neglected you. How I devoted too much time to business. Will you give me a chance to make it up to you?
Please, Martin.
Sheila, let's try something. Let's try to go back to that night 10 years ago when I asked you to marry me. Will you have dinner with me at the Cocoanut Grove? Sheila, please. Would you like to dance?
If you would.
Sergeant Bill Martin on leave for 2 weeks from the South Pacific battle area and his sweetheart, Jane. To celebrate this last big night of Bill's leave, Jane's grandmother only today had finished this beautiful gown.
Granny, please hurry. Bill's due here any minute.
Hold still, child. I can't make headway with you screaming all around.
I know. I'm sorry, Granny. I can't help it. I'm so excited.
How come? You've been out with Bill lots of times.
Well, certainly. But tonight, Granny, is different. Tonight's the night.
Do tell. What night is it?
Tonight, Bill's going to ask me to marry him.
Well, how do you know this?
I just know. It's in his eyes. Ever since he came home, he's been saying it with his eyes. Now when he looks at me, I almost stop breathing.
Yes, honey, I know. I guess every woman knows.
What did the girls say? How can I broach the subject? How could I propose? I'd be at a complete loss for words.
You don't need words, honey. Believe me, your instinct will guide you.
If Bill has one more day, sometimes I have a strange feeling, a sort of fear that tonight might be our last together.
Oh, now don't you worry.
Thanks, Granny.
Yes. Table 26. Thank you. Sir?
Jane?
I like ginger ale.
And I'll have a ginger ale, too.
2 ginger ales.
Right?
Hey. You got it bad.
Maybe they're married.
Yeah. I slipped the captain a couple of bucks to get us a table upstairs. I'm not crazy about this Melody Lounge. Are you?
I don't care where I am, as long as I'm with you. Must you go back?
I sure don't want to. Especially now.
Now?
Yeah. Now that we know.
Now that we know what, Bill?
Well, I mean, now that I know what I want.
What do you want, Bill?
Oh, you know, Janie.
Do I? Maybe. But why don't you tell me?
Yeah. Only a couple more days. And back to Marine Corps. You here. Janie, will you?
Yes, Bill. Will I what?
Will you write me?
Yes. Of course.
Janie, darling, will you?
Yes.
The captain has your table ready now, sir. I'll send your order to your table upstairs.
Thank you.
Yes, November 28, 1942 was a big night at the Cocoanut Grove. The one main entrance and exit whirled dizzily as more and more pleasure-seeking patrons thronged into the exotically decorated club.
Martin, it's crowded. I feel as though I was suffocating. Do you mind if we leave?
No, of course not, if you want to.
Is everything fine, Mr. Manning?
Thank you. Couldn't be better.
Excuse me, please.
Just one more, Mr. Manning. How about shaking hands with Sammy?
Jane, get up and hug him if you want.
10 o'clock. Every hour on the hour. Just like Old Faithful. I've been checking on you.
This dim romantic lighting this girl has to fame from memory.
Not bad. And I've always been intrigued by the subject.
Thank you, sir. Your lipstick.
Sorry, I'll get it.
Well, at least it's very important to me.
Then it's important to me, too.
line around to the back. Strike a third and fourth alarms. Yes, sir. Get him to deck.
Darling, it can't end like this.
We'll get out.
Help! Please, somebody help us! Help! Help us, please! Help! Please help us! Please help us! Somebody, please help us! Help!
Will you let go of me? I'm not going to leave her in there. Easy.
Take it easy, son. There's nothing you can do. They're doing everything they can in there.
Jane.
Let go of me. Let me go back.
Janie! Janie! Oh, honey.
Yeah.
Don't. Please don't. I'm all right. I can even answer that question you didn't ask me. It's yes. Darling, it's always been yes.
Don't go back in there. Hey, come back here.
It was nice of you to visit me, though I don't recall ever having seen you before.
Well, you've never seen me before, Mr. Manning, but you saw Jane last night.
You carried me out of the grove. I revived just a bit as you passed me through the window, and I recognized you.
I'll never be able to thank you enough, sir.
I'll always remember you, Mr. Manning.
Oh, thanks. I guess my number wasn't up last night either. The fireman carried me out just in time. You kids married?
Well, no, sir. Not yet, but we will be.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, honey.
Well, congratulations.
May I come in?
Hello, Sammy. How are you? Say, Sammy, I'd like you to meet Mr. and Mrs. Bill Martin. Well, they will be tomorrow.
Hi, Sergeant. How do you do, sir? Nice to meet you, Mrs.
Jane.
Jane. Well, I see you were at the Grove last night, too, huh?
Yes. And if it wasn't for Mr. Manning, I wouldn't be here now.
Me, too. You take it easy now, huh?
Don't you worry, Sammy. I'll make that Broadway opening.
Sure you will. Believe me, you'll never top the performance you gave last night.
Unfortunately, there were many who lost their lives in the Cocoanut Grove fire because of sheer negligence. Following this, fire laws were passed throughout the land designed to prevent the possibility of such a tragedy in the future. In places of assembly, the use of inflammable decorations is forbidden, and adequate emergency exit doors must be provided in accordance with the law. Next week, Alarm will bring you another dramatic episode based on fact. It's the story of your fire department in action. Please be with us, same time, same station. Until then, remember, fighting a fire is a fireman's business, but preventing a fire is your business, the business of every citizen. Good night.